Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Notion Hub, and in this video, I'll be unboxing and doing a hands-on review of the iQOO Z6 Lite 5G. In India, this phone is available in two variants. Base variant is priced at 14,000 rupees and it comes with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. Next variant is priced at 15,500 rupees and it comes with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. With the initial SBI offer, you can get the base variant that comes with 4GB of RAM at just 11,500 rupees. And you can get the 6GB variant at just 13,000 rupees. By the way, there is no charger inside the box and there's a combo offer going on, at least in the initial sales, where you can get an 18 watts power adapter at just $399. Now with that said, this phone is available in two colors, Mystic Night and Stellar Green. We have the Stellar Green color in 6GB variant. Here's a quick look at the phone, and in no way I can see any green in it. Well, a tiny bit of it I guess. Anyway, not a lot of green going on there. Now for the main highlights for this phone, it would be its processor. This phone comes with the world's first Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor, which is the best in terms of performance, at least when compared to other processors in this price segment. Next, you also get 5G connectivity. It's got a massive 5000 mAh battery, also has a display with 120Hz screen refresh rate, and the cameras are also pretty good. So basically it's an all-rounder. So without any further delays, let's get on with the unboxing. Here's the box packaging. Looks pretty much like any other iQOO phone out there. So we'll not just waste any time around here. We'll just directly get on with the unboxing. Let's open it up. First we have a smaller box. Next the phone itself, some barcode stickers, a SIM card ejector tool. There's no charger inside the box, but iQOO thanks us for being environmental friendly. So that's there. Finally we have the USB Type-C charging cable. Inside the smaller box we get some documentation and a soft silicone case. Now here's the phone, and this is how it looks on the front, and this is how it looks on the back. First, let's have a physical overview. On the back side, this phone comes with a 2.5D curved fiberglass with a nice AG matte finish, so it won't attract any smudges or fingerprints. At the top we got the camera module housing two cameras along with a LED flash. On the front we have a pretty huge display with a dewdrop notch, and it also comes with a free screen guard pre-applied. Now above the display we got just the earpiece and some sensors, and below the display it's completely plain. The bezels on three sides, that's the top and left and right, are pretty symmetric and kinda small. As for the chin, it's kinda big. Considering the price of the phone, it's pretty decent. Now in between the front and back glass pieces we have a metal frame. It's a sandwich design and the frame has a complete flat design. On the right side we got the power and volume buttons. Power button also acts like a fingerprint scanner. At the top we got just the SIM card tray housing a nano SIM slot along with a hybrid SD card slot. So you can either use two nano SIMs or a nano SIM and an SD card. On the left side it's completely plain. Finally at the bottom we got the 3.5mm audio jack followed by the primary microphone, USB Type-C charging port and the speaker grill. Now this phone has a thickness of 8.25mm and weighs 194 grams. In hand it fits pretty comfortably, it feels pretty sleek and has a bit of weight to it. I mean, weight distribution has been done pretty good, but the phone also feels pretty solid because of the flat sides and obviously the weight itself. Now this is how the phone looks with the case on. It's just a soft silicone case. It can give you some basic protection, prevents smudges and helps you with some grip. But that's it, not too much in terms of drop protection. Now these are the complete specifications of this phone. On the rear, this phone comes with a dual camera setup with a 50MP primary camera with f1.8 aperture, followed by a 2MP camera for taking macro shots. For selfies, we get an 8MP camera with f2.0 aperture. As for display, we have a massive 6.85-inch Full HD Plus display with 120Hz screen refresh rate and 240Hz of touch sampling rate. It also comes with Panda Glass for additional protection. In terms of performance, it comes with Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor with up to 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. It also comes with 4-component cooling system for better thermals and better gaming experience. Now when it comes to the battery department, this phone comes with a 5000 mAh battery, supports fast charging up to 18 watts. But as I've said, you don't get a charger inside the box. Now this is how the phone looks once we turn it on and set it up. This is the general user interface, the home screen. Now this is the app drawer. There are quite a lot of bloatware. Most of the applications you might never use, and some are actually quite handy. Now this is the notification area. Now here's the settings page. Now let's check out the about section. So this phone is running FunTouch OS 12 based on Android 12 with a September security patch, which is pretty good. Now this phone comes with a single speaker at the bottom, and this is how it sounds. Even though it's just a single speaker, it's pretty loud and it's good enough for media consumption, ringtones and alarms. Now this is the camera interface. It looks pretty similar to other Vivo and iQOO phones. We got the default photo mode. On the left side we have the portrait and night mode. On the right side we got the video and more section. We have a pretty similar interface even for the front camera. Now these are some sample shots. By the way, there is night mode for the front camera. We can record video at 1080p resolution at 60 fps using the rear camera and 1080p at 30 fps using the front facing camera. As for the camera features, there aren't any interesting stuff. We got the regular slow-mo, time-lapse and AR stickers. That's it. Now these are all the sensors that are available on this phone. It has support for wideband L1, so you can watch high definition videos on this phone. And we also got camera 2 API on this phone. Now this one has a side mounted fingerprint scanner and the performance is pretty good. It almost unlocks the phone within a second. Here's a quick preview once again. Next we also have the face unlock feature. In good lighting conditions and even in low lighting conditions, face unlock works really well, it's fast and unlocks the phone within a second. Even in complete darkness, face unlock works and it's pretty fast. Now as for the haptic engine on this phone, I'll say it's pretty good, it's definitely usable. Now when it comes to connectivity, we got dual 5G bands on this phone, the most popular ones. We got Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth version 5.1, there's no NFC, but it has dual 4G VoLTE and supports Wi-Fi calling as well. Now as for my initial impressions, I'll say this phone is really pretty good. Like it has everything that you can ask for, especially for the price. You got top of the line performance, bigger battery, fast charging support, and the display is also catered for gamers. Like you got that 120Hz screen refresh rate, 240Hz touch sampling rate, and even the cameras on this phone are pretty good. And all that for a price of 11,500 rupees. So I'll say it's a killer deal, and if you're a regular user and especially if you're a gamer, you'll really like this phone. So for this Diwali sale, I'll definitely recommend you the iQOO Z6 Lite 5G if your budget is around 12,000 rupees. So guys, what do you think about this phone? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description, it always helps the channel. With that said, this is Nikhil signing off. See you in my next video.